let's turn to page 14 as we move in depth to the appointments, the roles, and the duties of the presidents on the national, state, district, and local level. Are you getting perspective this morning? Getting the real picture of the structure of the Department of Women. The presenters are Supervisor Diane Bogan, Michigan, followed by Supervisor Margaret Richardson, Missouri.
Appointments. I was sitting there and I was thinking about appointing leaders to the various units, auxiliaries of the women's work. And I thought that once they have been appointed, that we must understand that if the head of these groups are unprepared people, unbalanced people, confused, lethargic, and unfruitful people, then the entire body will be as the head is. So therefore, when we are appointing leaders to these auxiliaries and units and bands, we must first decide whether or not these persons exemplify the 5 essentials that leaders should have. They are character, competence, clarity, courage, and the ability to coach those that they lead. Leaders should also know their weaknesses as well as their strengths. For we do know that the greatest tool for church growth is the women's department, the auxiliaries, and the units, and the bands. When appointing leaders, we must make sure that they are in good standing in their local churches. If we're appointing them to the district, we must make sure they are in good standing in the district if we are appointing them in the jurisdiction. I'm not going to elaborate on it too long because you have something written down here about the roles and the duties, but I do have this here where it says you need to evaluate yourself. You need to examine yourself, and you need to critique yourself. Sometimes you need to ask yourself, do you enjoy difficult assignments? Do you make decisions emotionally? Do you love challenges? Do you focus on details? Do you have patience with the people? Do you expect good things from the people? Do you have the ability to inspire the people? Do you set lofty goals for your units? And do you treat people fairly? One word I want to leave with you is procrastination. It is a thief, and it disguises most leaders. It is a cunning word, and it renders ineffectiveness for the leader. So when you decide to appoint someone to serve in those capacities, you need to first view their character, their competence, their clarity, whether or not they have courage and the ability to coach the people.